Good morning. I just want to thank you for spending a few minutes here with me this morning. I'm sitting outside in my backyard today, and it's definitely easy to tell that the weather's starting to change. A little bit of chill in the air. I love sitting outside when it's like this, and it's just a beautiful day, probably 60 degrees or so, and feel just a little bit of cold on your skin. Changes in the air, and I love that. I love the changing of the seasons, and just to know that's coming. And it made me think of how the Bible tells us that creation is declaring who God is. And we just can't miss it when we look around. And I want to just read, first of all, in Romans 1, verse 20, it says, "For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly seen, being understood from what has been made, so that men are without excuse." I read that and realized that, as men and women, we need to start laying our excuses aside. Whatever reason we have for not getting involved or not getting passionate about the Lord and who he is in our life. We keep talking about making that change, but then we just don't do it. We just keep doing the same things we've done over and over, and it's time to stop making excuses. I was thinking about King David. He wrote much of the book of Psalms, and he is known as a man after God's own heart. And how awesome would it be to be known as that, a person that's chasing after the very heart of God, and I desire that. But if I'm going to do that, I've got to begin to do it. This has got to become part of my life, and I have to start changing something. I got to embrace the change of these little things that would be recognizable in my life instead of just staying the same. In Psalm 97, I want to read the first 6 verses to you this morning. Let it just wash over you and give it some thought for the day for you. It says, "The Lord reigns, let the earth be glad, let the distant shores rejoice. Clouds and thick darkness surround him, righteousness and justice are the foundation of his throne. Fire goes before him and consumes his foes on every side. His lightning lights up the world, the earth sees and trembles. The mountains melt like wax before the Lord of all the earth. The heavens declare his righteousness, and the peoples shall see his glory." I think I read that and I realize, it's time that we declare some things for our life. Some declarations that we'll put on our life, even if we're just starting in the smallest way. Today, for instance, maybe we declare that I will respond differently to that difficult person that I haven't done so before. Maybe the words that come from my mouth will begin to change, and I'll start sharing a kind word. I'll be more cautious of how I respond to the things I say, the way that I pray or add prayer to my life, or a devotional time that wasn't there to suddenly add it. So I just want to give you that thought today, that you give some declaration time to your life and give the Lord that rightful place, and just see how the Lord will bless you as you go forward through this day. He's a great God. He's greatly to be praised, and I pray that you have the same desire as mine, to have a heart that is chasing after God. Have a blessed day. I love you. And we'll talk to you soon.